Well, if Navy veteran Claude Wallace had his way, he'd probably still be fighting for God, country, and family. The Cleveland sailor was honorably discharged after fighting in both World War II and the Korean War.
Well, he left with 80% disability and a head full of memories. Nordia Epps has his story.
When I went into Pearl Harbor, I couldn't believe what I seen.
From Pearl Harbor to Iwo Jima and even Leyte. Starting at 16 years old, Navy veteran Claude Wallace saw combat in some of the biggest battles of World War II. And decades later, he still gets emotional when he looks back.
The boys fought a hard battle.
Wallace told a crowd at the VFW in Cleveland about his experiences on the 71st anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. His primary duty on the war front, putting men and equipment on the beaches.
To go into the beach, you had to really watch, or you'd run over a body, because there was several bodies floating around in the water out there, some on their back, some on their stomach, and everything, and the water was just blood red.
Wallace arrived at Pearl Harbor December 15, 1941, just 8 days after the deadly attack, delivering battle-ready Marines. But he was there for Iwo Jima, and that's where the gunner suffered a life-changing wound.
I was up on the bow of the ship with a Thompson machine gun. There was 4 more guys, and we was shooting and returning fire so that the Marines could get their stuff off of the ship, go off the tank deck. And all it was, boy, something hit me like if you'd hit me with a sledgehammer, knocked me about 4 foot.
He almost lost his leg, and it still bothers him today, but the Cleveland sailor considers himself lucky. That day, 23 men on his ship paid the ultimate price, and nearly 7,000 U.S. troops gave their lives in that month-long battle. He still carries the memories of his lost comrades.
Something must have hit him in the face, of some kind of fire, I don't know what, because it blew the whole back of his head off, and he just fell off in the water.
Wallace survived World War II and saw more combat in the Korean War before being discharged in 1954 as a disabled veteran.
I would have still stayed if he'd let me. I loved the Navy. The Navy was good to me.
Many medals mark his years of service, including a Purple Heart. Now we add one more salute. In Cleveland, Nordia Epps, WDEF News 12.
Very nice story.
Definitely, and thanks to him for his service. Yep. Well, what would a popular singer look like without any hair?